Today we are discuss about the synthesis of chloroquine. In that slide, we will see first what is the structure of chloroquine. The structure of chloroquine made from these two basic units. First is a nucleus and another one is a side chain. So from these two units we can synthesize a chloroquine. So what is a chloroquine? So chloroquine is widely used for the treatment of inhibition of malaria. It has been found to consume a quick squizondical effects to seem to effect on cell growth by interfering with the DNA. The activity of chloroquine is depending upon the superficial accumulation in the infected erythrocyte. So it can be said it has no effect on malaria parasite in a human liver cell, but it kills the erythrocyte forms of all malaria parasite at all stages of development. So the chloroquine has been used for the complete cure and treatment in malaria caused by the P. falciparum, but it fails to check out the relapse caused by the secondary exoerythrocytic phase of P. malariae, P. oval and P. vivax. It is a class of 4-aminoquinoline analogues. The dose as prophylactic suppressive 500 milligrams once per week, therapeutic initially 1 gram followed by the 500 milligrams in 6 hours and 500 milligrams second and third day. So it is a dose of chloroquine if someone has suffered with the malaria. Now we will switch to the synthesis. So as I talked before, it is synthesis on the basis of main two steps. The one is preparation of nucleus and another one is preparation of side chain, and the rest of the two steps are just condensation process and preparation of phosphate salt. So now if we first talk about the preparation of nucleus. So nucleus, it means 4,7-dichloroquinoline. So what is meant by 4,7-dichloroquinoline? So first of all, we will take 3-chloroaniline. When react with formic acid, removal of water molecule occurs and we get formamide. Further react with 3-chloroaniline and after removal of water molecule we will get an imide. That imide is treated with diethyl malonate due to its high active position at the CH2 at 100 degree temperature, and exchanges occur and we will get the malonate derivative like that. From the malonate derivative, when we perform a cyclization of that malonate derivative, this inductive effect is proceed here and we get this kind of intermediate compound. Like here there is O minus, this double bond, there is NH and there is H is also processed here, double bond O, O, CH25 and O, C2H5. So that kind of compound, intermediate compound, is prepared to do the cyclization process. After the cyclization, from here it's removal of C2H5OH. From here we will get double bond O derivative, and this protonation of the double bond O derivative we will get this carboxylate compound. That carboxylate compound, addition of water molecules here and we get chlorophenol, its OH, the complete removal of this C2H5OH group from here, and that alcohol group converted into the chlorine with the help of POCl3 and SOCl2 group, and which is very helpful to convert OH to Cl. So that is the basically preparation of our nucleus. In step 2 we will see the preparation of side chain. In the basically the preparation of side chain, we will take oxirines and diethylamine. In the presence of methanol we will get ethane-1-ol, it is 9 number compound, and when we add SOCl2 in that compound, that OH is replaced by the Cl and we will get chloro derivative of ethanamide. That chloro derivative of ethanamide, it's very active when it's used with oxobutanate in the presence of C2H5ONa and removal of HCl is occur. So what happened here? Here the hydrogen is, excess hydrogen is here, it will be removed from here and we will get this kind of derivative. See here, the hydrolysis in the presence of KOH, we will get this pentane 2-on compound after removal of C2H5OH and CO2, and again the treatment with H2Ni-rangenickel and liquid ammonia, we will get that NH2 which is replaced by this one. So the C-double-bond-O replaced by NH2, and finally we get our side chain compound. So that is our side chain compound, and the previous one is our nucleus compound. When we both we take together and use the condensation process, we will get here to removal of HCl from here and we will get chloroquine compound. It is very useful and active antimalarial agents, but that is a base form. We have to convert it into the form of phosphate salt. So for the further preparation of the phosphate salt, we will use 2 mole of hydrogen phosphate. When it reacts with hydrogen phosphate, here it additionally provide plus charge, here it additionally provide plus charge, and it will complete like that. So it will set chloroquine phosphate, and which is water soluble, so it is easily to digest. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.